Here we go. Hey kids, welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. I'm your host as always, Fearless Floyd. Thank you for catching this video. You can always reach me at the Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. You can leave a comment below. You can hit that like button. You can hit that notification bell, and you can share this video with God and everybody. So I'm getting hit up from one of my viewers regarding my notice of demand for production of my criminal bonds, and that would include the GSA bonds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll through my own legal vehicle that I have prepared, yet to file, however, um, as it's quietly known, generally from like Thanksgiving to like this time of year, spring breakish. I take time off just to recharge, rejuvenate, refocus, get back on my horse, and get in that stampede forward, and try to get through the year and find some successes, and et cetera, et cetera. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get what we need to do. And this is the first page. As you see, it's 43 pages. And it always starts off special deposit, notice to principal, doctrine, and effect. See restatement second, section 3. And of course, it has my state flag, family flag, my crest, or um, yeah, basically family crest. And then here's my seal, 100% pure silk ribbon, purple ribbon for royalty. And in room 351, County of Harris, here's the DUNS number for this entity, which is the Harris County. Actually, the legal statute description is the 351st Judicial District Court of Harris County, Texas. However, on Dun and Bradstreet, that's how they have it listed. Yeah, they're very deceptive on some of this stuff that they do. Anyway, this is an ex parte proceeding. Of course, I'm coming with my copyright defendant pro per. I'm coming proper. Different cause of action numbers. These are account numbers. Don't think they're not. This is the heading of this particular legal vehicle, and this is the style. So notice of demand for all criminal bonds, bonding, and or other related connected instruments and or documents. And this is how I start all my instruments now. I solemnly charge you in the presence of God and of Christ Jesus and of his chosen angels to maintain these principles without bias, doing nothing in spirit of partiality. I'll put them on notice biblically. Let me jack this up so you guys can see it a little better. It's large in charge. Of course, it's going registered mail. It's got a return receipt of merchandise. And as you see, everything is copyrighted. I have a title at the bottom, page 1 of 9 of the actual vehicle. To the Honorable Administrative Public Servant. Comes now, Floyd Pleasant Harbin IV, the living, breathing man, hereafter beneficiary, to the trust, Floyd Pleasant Harbin IV, copyright, herein defendant as, this little box keeps getting in the way. Herein presents a special appearance ex parte request for disclosure of all criminal bonds, bonding, and other related connected instruments and or documents, and to support said demand beneficiary submits following. Provisions of the Texas Open Records Act, Texas Government Code, Section 552, etc., and the Freedom of Information Act, Title V, and Privacy Act, Title V, for full disclosure and release of all records and or data contained in your administrative department and or agency and or division and or room and or registry and or bank and or financial institution or other depositories. So that gets repeated throughout this document or instrument, and I'm not going to repeat all that again. So When you hear me say administrative department, you know that it contains all that. That is listed in the name of defendant Floyd P. Tarvin and or any variation, derivative, abbreviation, or with or without suffix attached thereto, connected to Social Security Administration number, which is already out in the ether, so I'm not tripping. Y'all want to steal it? You're going to get a visit from the FBI. I guarantee you. Okay? And then you're going to visit with a U.S. attorney because there's already a guy sitting in, well, he's probably out of Georgia by now, but yeah. So don't. Just telling you. And or surrendered Texas driver's license number 088237774 and or cause number 881716. And then these are the three additional cause numbers. This would actually be the case in chief. This would be the appeal. This would be the post-conviction. And or judgment, sentence, warehouse receipt number, TDC JCID number 0112337. 011237774. See Texas Business Commerce Code sections 201, 202, which regard a warehouse receipt. Commenced from County of Harris, room 51. See Dunn's Bradstreet number for County of Harris. Dunn's number. Mark Ellis, who is he was the former presiding judge who got elected out of office. He was the key principal. See attachment 1 and attachment 2. Judiciary Courts of the State of Texas, a for-profit corporation. See attachment 3. Jurisdiction authorized by the U.S. Freedom of Information Act, Title V, United States Code. Request for access to records, Texas Open Records Act, Texas Government Code, Code of Federal Regulations. See attachment number 4. Notice of demand. This demand sought herein is for bond information and or commercial crimes bonding information and or case bonding information and or commercial crimes bonding certificates, i.e. appearance bonds, liability bonds, General Services Administration standard and optional forms, and affidavits and any information. C. 20 FCFR 7211. All crimes are commercial. Title 5 of records that are secured, maintained by your department, agency, division. Told you we're going to repeat that. Records sought specifically include, but not limited to, the compiled files containing criminal case bonding information, commercial bond certification, GSA forms, standard form, 24 bid bond, 25 performance bond, 25A payment bond, 25B continuation sheet for standard forms, 24, 25, 25A, 26 award contract, 30 amendment of solicitation, modification of contract, 33 solicitation, offer and award, 28 affidavit of indemnity surety, 34 annual bid bond, 35 annual performance bond, 273 reinsurance agreement for a bond statute performance bond, 274 reinsurance agreement for bond statute payment bond, 275 reinsurance agreement in favor of the United States, 1414 consent of surety, 1415 consent of surety and increase of penalty, 1416 payment bond or other than construction contracts. 1418 performance bond other than construction contracts. 1440 application for partial payment. 1442 solicitation offer and award. 1443 contractor's request for progress payment. 1447 solicitation contract. 1448 solicitation contract or order for commercial items. Optional Form 90, release a lien on personal real property. Optional Form 91, release of personal property from escrow. Noted criminal case bonding and or bonds which secured financing and or pledge for financing of criminal case numbers as enumerated above. Certified true and correct copies of all bonds and identification of CRIS, Court Registry Information System, CUSIP, Committee on Uniform Securities and Identification Procedures, SIC, Standard Industrial Classification System, ISIN, International Securities Identification Number, SINS, CUSIP International Numbering System, LEI, Legal Entity Identifier, ANA, Association of National Numbering Agencies. Certified indication of the amounts secured per bond per each offense charged per IIS Form 1099 OID report, the expiration date and specified interest for the specified length of time of the bonds, which government body and or whom or what persons, i.e. special purchase entities, underwriters, corporations, companies, associations, firms, partnerships, societies, joint stock companies, individuals and or officers, A, secured the bonds, B, hold the bonds. any and all records and data concerning the bonds, thrift financial reports, balance sheets, FR 2046, 2049, 2099, in accordance with FAST 5 accounting standards, codification 450-20, FAST 95, FAST 133, so on and so forth. I don't want to read all this minutia. Um, Department of Justice versus Reporters Committee, Supreme Court case, Short Free Press, Sixth Circuit case, FBI versus Abramson, that's a Supreme Court case. All identical 181 846 LEI counts in gmiutility.org connected to these cause numbers. All identical 352,248 LEI counts in gmiutility.org connected to TDCJ number 1123659, Texas Certificate of Live Birth number 14262102189, Social Security number, blah, 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 blah. If the information, records, and/or data requested are placed, filed, secured, or held in a separate, different, and/or distinct file by or under another name, number, where identifier other than case, cause, docket number, and/or identification listed above, i.e., such as a Chris, car 7579, etc., I authorize your department, agency, division, blah, 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 to open and access files for the information, court records, and/or data demanded herein. It is further demanded that the department, agency, division, whatever, in response to all the information demanded, specifically inform me and to what governmental body and or to whom and or what persons previously described has been released and or disclosed of any of the information and or material demanded herein, their name, title, purpose, and need for such information and or material, the date of release, and the specific information and or material released and or disclosed such information, and the specific reference to authority, statute, and regulation governing such release and or disclosure. See Title 5, Abram versus Rose, which is a Sixth Circuit case, and then another DC Circuit case. Your department, agency, blah, 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 is advised that the bonding and or bonds info, data, or reports in total are no longer accord exempt status unless under specific exemptions noted and only with reference to specific citation of authority. That's a Northern District case in Illinois. The next one is a DC Circuit. Next one is DC Circuit. Next one is a Seventh Circuit case. I agree to pay any reasonable cost or fees applicable to this request above and beyond the specific specified allotment of cost or fees applicable at no charge pursuant to the Uniform Practice Code, the OMB Uniform FOIA fee schedule and guidelines, in compliance with Title 31, or if I'm considered indigent, I ask your department and or agency waive all charges pursuant to Title 5. Pursuant to Title 5, it is noted that your department, agency, blah, 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 has 10 working days following receipt of this request to provide me with this information and or material sought. Should any delay occur, it is requested that you inform me of this delay as provided by Title 5 and the date when your department, agency, division, blah, 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 will be able to act. In the event that I do not receive the response in specified time provided by statute, I will then be forced to pursue other remedies. And then you got your DC Sixth Circuit. Y'all remember this? This is that's from Trump Blasey Tenet. It's George Tenet. Declaration. I, Floyd Pleasant Harvin IV, by special appearance, certifies under penalty of perjury pursuant to Title 28 U.S.C. 1746(1) without the United States that all statements herewith and attachments hereto are true, correct, complete, and authentic originals and or duplicates of originals. Prayer for relief. Wherefore prudence is considered. The defendant prays that this court provide to Floyd Pleasant Harvin IV in haste the following: criminal case bonding information, commercial bond certification, GSA forms, which I stated below. This is just a copy, cut, and paste. Noted criminal case bonding and or bonds which are secured by financing and or pledge for financing criminal case numbers. Basically, this is everything that was above in the body of the notice of demand that I did, and I put down here in my prayer because this is what I'm asking for. Okay, because generally, what page is this? 7. So this is how you look at a legal vehicle, and this is how legal assistants and paralegals look at it, even judges or attorneys, parties, whatever. Okay. First thing they want to look at is who's coming, who they're coming against. So this is a ex parte proceeding. Okay. That right there tells them I'm coming by myself. I have no opposing party, no party opposing me. Okay. So here's the jurisdiction. Here's the numbered cases, how I'm coming, who's coming, how I'm what I'm coming as. This is what they look for right here. Notice of demand for all criminal bonds, bonding, and other related connected instruments and or documents. Okay, so this is what he's seeking. So they'll go right here and they'll read this. Boom. Comes now, what of living, breathing man here after beneficiary of the trust here after it. In the above and solid number of calls herein presents a special appearance ex parte request for disclosure of all blah, 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 and to support the following. This is what I present. Okay. Then I go, okay, well, what does he want? There's all my arguments about supporting case law or whatever type of law. Prayer for relief. What's he asking for? And this is what I'm asking for. Okay. So once they get this, like, oh, well, okay. Let's go see if he's. This is slow. Come on. And then they'll go back if they have time at that moment and they will start reading all this to see if I have a leg to stand on or see if they should just take it and go, yeah, that's garbage. And most of the time they go, that's garbage. Doesn't matter how good it is or what it says because they don't act in honor. They're dishonorable people. They don't act in good faith. Definitely don't have clean hands. All right. So basically, this is the end of my prayer and all things defendant so prays. And this is how I close it out. We will know by this that we are of the truth and will assure our heart before him in whatever our heart condemns us. For God is greater than our heart and knows all things. So when you put the first one that I put in there and then you end it with this, hey, if you don't do the right thing, I'm not here to judge you. God is greater than our heart and knows all things. So he's going to know what you did. So you can pay the piper. You know, it's like the old, I don't know which oil company that was, but they were like, you can pay us now or you can pay us later. You know, if you don't use their oil, your motor's going to blow up. So as you can see, I got my byline. And then if you look at this real closely, you can see that, huh, that doesn't look like a clean line, does it? Because it's not. It's called micro printing. I've told you guys this 1,000 times. Ooh. Scan really didn't pick it up that good, but those are words. Words have meaning, and they're there. Let me get back to scale. There's 150. So anyway, Floyd President on the 4th by special appearance, name holder and record owner, pro per. That's page 8 and 9. Here's my certificate of service, which you should always include. Petitioner herewith certifies that service has been properly conducted to the Texas Rules of Court by enclosing notice of demand for all criminal bonds, bonding, and other related connected instruments and or documents in a sealed envelope properly addressed to the Honorable Administrative Public Servant of the County of Harris, room 351, as shown below, and delivered to the USPS counter attendant and recorded in PS Form 3877 for mailing book by USPS registered mail with return state of merchandise affixed thereto on the date stated below pursuant to the mailbox rule. And if you're not familiar with the mailbox rule, let me get you a little hip to the United States Supreme Court holding. When you drop it in the box or you hand it to a U.S. postal carrier, it is served. That's what your certificate of service says. pursuant to the mailbox rule. It's when you drop it in the box like it's hot. Okay, so this is the current administrative entity for room 351. She was the elected judge. So it goes to her. So there's my properly addressed, okay, to the public servant. And again, you see the little micro printing. All right, you see my address is absent. And even if you went to that address I had on here, I'm not there anymore. Uh, Delivered. SPS registered mail number. Here's my jurat, County of Harris, State of Texas. And now we get to crank this down a little bit. This is attachment 1. And you can see when it's dated 1/18/22, County of Harris company profile. And you always want this on here. You always want this header. Whenever you print this stuff out of the internet, you want the header and the footer. D&B Business Directory, County of Harris, overview, doing business as County of Harris, located in Houston, Texas, United States, and is part of the Justice, Public Order, and Safety Activities industry. County of Harris has 36 total employees across all its locations, which is total bullshit. Probably 36 people in that employee figures is modeled. There are 336 companies in the County of Harris corporate family. Key principal is Mark Ellis, which is actually Mark Kent Ellis. Industry, justice, public order and safety activities, public administration, local courts, county government, and criminal injustice. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud, kids. So anyway, you can see the footer down here. It didn't scan well, but it's there. Tell you some more garbage about what Harris County is. It's all bullshit. 1201 Franklin Street, room 351, which is actually courtroom 351 on the 12th floor. Phone number, their website, but that's not actually their website. Contacts, Mark Ellis, he's the manager. This is the judge, okay? He's the manager. Is he a manager or is he a judge? Is he administrator or is he a judge? What is he? What's it say up here? Key principal. Okay, now you can see right there. There's the footer. 204. E.B. Hoovers and that's just similar companies nearby. That's the 183rd Judicial District Court. That's the 12th Judicial District Court. I don't know what that is. 1201 18th floor. Who knows? That's how they hide this stuff from you, so you can't find it. Hey, there he is, Mark Kent Ellis. This is from Ballotpedia. There's my header that you always need to include. He's not black either. He's an old white guy, former district attorney. His dad was actually a judge, Mark Kent Ellis as well. Why it doesn't say junior or something, but anyway, he was a judge of the Texas 351st district. Joined the bench in '96 and he was elected in 2012. He lost the election bid in the sweep of 2016. Guys, JD from South Texas College of Law, right here in good old H-Town. Just kind of give you a little background on here. I printed it out so we could see who the key principal and manager actually is or was. Okay. So shows how he got voted out of office by Democratic George Powell, who basically a nobody, got smoked by nobody. But he's a judge again because when you get voted out of office, you come in as a visiting judge and you get appointed that by the administrative regional judge, who is Olin Underwood for this region out of Montgomery County, Conroe. And what a piece of work he is. Most of them are. And you see, they're all my shit's copyrighted. This ran over a little bit, but you'll see I got it corrected later once I realized that's what was happening. And here's attachment 3, and this is the Dun & Bradstreet Business Background Report for the Judiciary Courts of the state of Texas. Okay. This is Judiciary Court State of Texas, and this is their Dun & Bradstreet number, and I've gone on with this with a video. It's a subsidiary of Texas, the state of in Austin. There's the Supreme Court, created in 1845 by the people, for the people, of the people. Top executive is the Chief Justice, which at the time was Thomas R. Phillips. State court system, business type, corporation, profit. Date incorporated, 1836, state of incorporation, Texas. Okay? So I don't make this shit up, kids. This is right there. Now, this is a certified copy of a public official, Liberty County. This is Hope Cross. See right there, Liberty County, county clerk, August 10th, 2020, because I purchased this. And you're going to see this is a double certified instrument. And business started in 1845 by the citizens. Just give you some more history. Right there. Subsidiary of the state of Texas, Inc. Incorporated. Okay. And who has the assumed name certificate to that? Filed in Minnesota Secretary of State's office? Me. I do. I do. So let's here. The state court system includes the Supreme Court of the state of Texas, Court of Criminal Appeals, highest criminal appellate court, and the 14th Court of Appeals, and 80 judges, district courts with 386 judges, criminal district courts with 10 judges, and county level courts with 445 judges. And this is from 2004, so it's grown considerably since then. And of course, here you go, Liberty County Clerk, and that's from 2008. And this is the official recording. And then here's the second certification. And this is the affidavit of the gentleman who filed it, Daniel Lee Swank, Huffman, Texas, which is northeast of Houston, up by Humble. And I, Daniel Lee Swank, affiant herein, state under Public Law 97-280 that I am competent and I have personal knowledge of the facts herein, state that the facts herein are true, correct, and not misleading. I have received the attached 2 pages of the DMB background business report regarding the for-profit corporate status of the Judiciary Court of the State of Texas from Dun & Bradstreet internet website. Further, affiant say nothing. Signed it. Got it notarized, filed it in the Liberty County Clerk's office. And there's the embossed stamp, and I possess this copy, the original. All right, here we go. Again, there's your header, 27 CFR 72.11, alcohol, tobacco, products, and firearms, meaning of terms, carriers, a vessel, commercial crimes, any of the following types of crimes, state or federal, addiction to narcotic drugs, and use of marijuana will be treated as if such were commercial crimes. So addiction to narcotic drugs, and alcohol is considered a narcotic drug. Absolutely. So there you go. So my DWI is a commercial crime. Okay. The footer. So here we go. Let me spin this for you. Spin, spin, sugar. I gotta move this upside down. There we go. Move this. All right. Scroll down. Let me shrink it one. There we go. Of course, you see my header again from gmiutility.org. And this is my account. Welcome Floyd Pleasant Harvin IV. Copyrighted. GMI Utility, a subsidiary of BEDBV, a DTCC company, which is Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. This is a search, and of course, as we saw above, that is my TDCJ prison ID or warehouse receipt number, right? So I want you to look at this. There's that Maiwan Bank in Afghanistan and the Islamic Bank of Afghanistan. Okay, this is page one. And the next one's Enrodat International SL in Andorra. Copiar S.A. Sociedad Unipersonal in Andorra. So you see all these Andorras because what I did, and I'll teach you all this real quick. When you pull your stuff up, you just click on city, it's going to alphabetize everything for you. It's either going to reverse it, it's going to alphabetize it, or it's going to put it back as you originally found it. So I alphabetized it because when you do that, you get the first one, and that's easy to tell if you get the same accounts. So here we go. This is my warehouse receipt number, and we're showing 1 of 15 of 3,052, 248 records, correct? Okay, so keep that number in your head. Okay, let's tell you some more about GMEI. Make sure that I got all the pages in there. Incomplete. Okay, because they're numbered down here. Not my doing. Okay, here's the second search. 14262102189, which is my certificate of live birth number. There's the Maiwan Bank of Afghanistan, Islamic Bank of Afghanistan. There's that Enrodat International, Copy RSA, Sociedad Unipersonal in Andorra, right? 352, 248. 352, 248. Hang on. That's attachment 5. Okay, this is just, I ain't buffaloing nobody. Okay, there's 5A. We're going to scroll down. Still on 5A. 5A, here's 5B. 5B. 352, 248. Okay, now we're going to go to C. 5C. All these are connected. Social. Maiwan Bank Afghanistan, Islamic Bank Afghanistan, Enrodat International, Sociedad Unipersonal in Andorra. And of course, we see right there 5C. And how many do we have? 352, 248. So here we go. 3 different governmental issued ID numbers, 3 identical records. Okay, something going on. So anyway, there's the connection, and I'm showing them the connection with absolute proof. Okay, so 6A, and this is my case number. This is the actual guilt and innocence, so I put it in country alphabetical order. And there's 181,846. records. And then we'll go to 6B. And this is my direct appeal. 181,846. And we're going to go C. This is my post conviction, which is your writ of habeas corpus on the state and federal level. This one's on the state because the federal doesn't have anything to do with this. 181,846. Just saying. And that's it. That's the last one. 43 of 43. Crank it back. So what I didn't include in here would be a copy of my certificate of live birth, my social security card, and my parole certificate. It has my warehouse receipt number on it. So those three will be included with this instrument. I just got another copy of my parole certificate. So now I have everything I need to send it in. That's why it hasn't been sent in yet. I was waiting on that. So you can always contact me at Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below. I'm on Telegram. Come see me on Telegram, the Fearless Floyd Show. That's new. I left a joint chat and come to do this video, and I'm going to dive right back into that chat. And we were talking about some kick-ass stuff tonight, going to get some official bonds. We're having a pretty lively discussion about a lot of different things. We have some knowledgeable people in there who really want to share their knowledge, their experiences, um, what they've done, their successes and their failures. So come join us, man. It's we're going to grow. We're going to get there. And, of course, through this channel, thank you. I bless all of you. Thank you for watching. I'm allowed to meet other individuals of like mind and like intelligence. And yeah, we're going to move quickly. I think we finally got one of the last missing pieces to the puzzle. And I think we're close now. We just get that, and that's just a little bit of time down the road, and we should have it done pretty soon. But of course, you guys will know because I will share it with you, and I will show you the facts. So those of you who wanted to know what this actual document looked like and what all I cited in here that I want to know, hey, there you go. There's all the forms. There's everything that you possibly want to know. That's how it's laid out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Watch my other videos. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you learned something. I hope you're kind of getting the feeling that I kind of know my shit when it comes to the legal realm, huh? So thanks for watching that, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Absolutely.